It's not supposed to taste nice, Malcolm. It's roughage. It's got a job to do. And I can't say what because we're eating. But let's just say it helps smooth things along. You know, waste products and excreta.
I don't need any help though, Mum.
Well, I was reading this article the other day, and it said that if you lined up all the constipated people in Britain, the queue would stretch round Wembley 3 times.
Blimey, Charlie. Why Wembley, Mum?
Well, Wembley's in London. That's where all the constipated people are.
Glad we don't live near Wembley, Mum.
Oh, imagine having to push through that line-up every morning to get to the bus stop. Oh.
Best off having bran every day, aren't we?
Oh, your dad's nasal hair needs trimming again.
Oh, Mum, it's your turn.
All right, but you'll have to hold his head down.
Right. I might like my dad when he was younger, Mum.
Oh, yes, you're just like him. That same zest for life. When he was upright, your father had a very inquiring mind.
Did he?
Oh, yes. He used to love taking things apart and trying to put them back together again. Everything from the toaster to the universe.
Mum, did you and Dad never think of having any more children?
Well, shortly after you were born, the doctor advised me against it. He said he couldn't put his finger on the reason why. He just had a gut feeling. Why all this sudden interest, Malcolm?
Well, last night when you fell asleep during Melvin Bragg, I turned the telly over and there was a woman on having a baby.
Oh, you little monkey. Was it Channel 4? I'm going to take that knob off that television.
Mum, I think that bran's working.
Oh, you dirty article. Get upstairs. Don't use those wet wipes. They're only for show. Malcolm?
Yeah?
What are you doing up there? You've been ages. We're only going to the chemist.
There now, Mum.
Ooh. Look at you done up like Burton's window. Very with it. Very Quentin Tarantino. I think you're quite partial to that Judith Potts.
I'm not.
Well, it's not Mr. Mallet you're getting all dressed up for. Right, come on. Want to be back for Richard and Judy. Susan Brooks is doing shoe pastry.
Apply this ointment to the swollen area twice a day, especially at night. Then it can work its magic whilst you are sleeping.
Thank you, Mr. Merrick.
Ah, Mrs. Merton and Malcolm. How's Mr. Merton?
Oh, Sarah's having. Hey, what was that ointment for she was having?
Sweat glands under her armpits.
Really? She's out one of those new baritones as well. Hello, Judith. Have you seen Malcolm? It's Judith. Brought my Malcolm with me, Judith.
Hello, Malcolm.
Oh, Judith.
Oh, that athlete's foot powder, it cleared up the fungal growth between his toes. A treat, didn't it, Malcolm?
It was only one foot, Mum. You're making it sound like it was both.
Now, don't throw it away. It lasts for up to 6 months.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find some other use for it. Looking very bonny today, Judith. Are you courting at all?
No.
Well, you won't believe this, but neither's my Malcolm. What do you think of that, Mr. Malik?
Sometimes I wish I was single.
Oh, so do I. At least your wife's not bedridden.
She may as well be. All she does is watch Ricky Lake.
Oh, before I forget, Lily's coming in this afternoon with a prescription for cystitis.
Thank you. I will look forward to that.
Have you seen the film Titanic, Judith?
No, I haven't.
It's about a sinking boat. Have you seen it, Mr. Malik?
No, I've no interest in shipping. Thanks all the same.
Now, that's Mr. Merton's prescription. Oh, his gums are bleeding again.
How did he get on with his eardrops?
Loosened the wax a treat, gave him great relief. Thank you, Judith.
Mrs. Merton, Mrs. Salmon's photographs have been developed.
Oh, let me have a look.
Is that a new bikini she's wearing?
Oh, I don't know, but I think she could do with a couple of your razors.
Is she looking backwards or forwards in that one?
don't think it matters.
Susan Brooks is doing shoe pastry.
Is she?
Yeah. Do you like shoe pastry, Judith?
Don't be so personal, Malcolm. Oh, you don't have to answer that, Judith.
Here we are. Rub this into his gums twice a day, especially at night, so it can work its magic whilst Mr. Merton sleeps.
Thank you. He's in agony with them gums, you know. And here's me thinking he was just gurning. Right, come on, Malcolm.
Oh, Malcolm, are you okay for dandruff shampoo?
All right, thanks, Mr. Malik.
Do you remember that spate of dandruff he had last year? Ooh.
That was probably the worst case of dandruff I have ever seen on anyone's scalp.
Really? Oh, my Malcolm's a medical marvel. Right, thank you, Mr. Malik. Goodbye. Goodbye, Judith.
Bye.
Do you remember his dandruff, Miss Potts?
Do 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 do
Hello, good morning.
Nice to see you again.
Here we go again. You can't see them. In fact, you can't see anything this
Sounds
morning.
like a very bad joke.
Amazing how well they get on, them two, isn't it? They're married, you know. Not mother and son.
Which one
Are they?
is working?
Oh, yes.
Who's Peter Ustinov?
Oh, I don't know. Some posh stuff. They've gone above themselves, them two, since they've moved to London.
Seen it on the catwalks already. In fact, I mean, we did the Givenchy show just recently, and it was all kind of photo shots.
Nicky
and,
Clark.
shoulder pads are sort of. starting
He
to come
wants to
back
do
into
something
fashion.
about his own hair before he starts messing with everyone else's.
You know, there's a lot of Betty Boop shoes.
I like his leather pants though.
Not mid-morning, Malcolm.
It's not the most flattering.
No.
If watching a birth is not your thing, then be warned. It is very graphic, very moving.
Isn't it lovely?
Not for the skin.
Richard always wants to be talking about gynecological matters.
I get a bit embarrassed.
So does Judy, look.
So I thought if you'd had a sort of posh London do at the weekend.
She's not got the right hands for shoe. They're like a couple of shovels, them.
Okay. These are the ingredients. So some fresh
Judith's got nice hands, ma'am.
which because I'm in London and I'm trying to make an effort, I write.
Oh, you can't seem to get Judy's Potts off your mind, young man. I think you're smitten with the love bug. Why don't you ask her for a date?
You think she would go out with me, ma'am?
Malcolm, you don't realise this. You're considered quite a catch round here. Do you want me to ring her?
No.
Faint heart never won fair maiden. Go on, give her a ring. Where do you think I'd be if I hadn't goaded your father into asking me out?
I don't know what to say to her though.
Ask her to see that sinking boat film.
Do you think?
Yes. And you could throw in a fish supper. You could pop down the post office, get some of your savings out.
Can I, ma'am?
They're your savings, Malcolm.
Hello, Judith. It's Malcolm Merton. I'm just ringing to see if you'd like to come out on a date with me to see a film and then have a fish supper. You would? Great! Bye!
Right, that's enough practicing. Now do it for real.
Don't you come to the pictures with me? Oh, hello, Mr. Malik. Is Judith Potts there, please? No, she hasn't had time to rub it in his gums yet. Right. He's gone to get her. She's filling up the plaster drawer. Come on. Oh, hello, Judith. Would you like to come to the pictures with me? Malcolm Merton. Tremendous! Shall I meet you outside the pictures at 8 o'clock? Right. Thanks very much, Judith Potts. Bye.
Malcolm and Judith
Sitting in the tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Oh, son. Oh. Oh, Arthur, have you heard the news? Judith Potts has agreed to go to the pictures with Malcolm.
Judith Potts agreed to go to the pictures with Malcolm? Oh, I don't know, eh? Who's Judith Potts?
Mr. Mallock's assistant at the chemist. Oh, she's a lovely girl. Sorted out Mr. Merton's earwax.
Oh, that's Judith Potts. So, what you going to see then, Malcolm?
The Titanic film.
It's about a boat sinking.
Oh, do you know, I think there was a boat that sank called the Titanic.
And he's taking her for a fish supper.
Fish supper? Oh, I don't know, eh? You're treating her like a princess. It'd be a dear do, though. Top night out like that.
Oh, he's got a savings account, Arthur.
I've got £72.50 in it.
£72.50. Oh, I don't know, eh? Right, I'll nip up to see Mr. Merton. I brought him some barley sugars.
Oh, yeah, good, Arthur. Oh, Arthur, will you do me a favour? Before you pop the barley sugars in, will you give his gums a little rub with this? I'm too excited, what with all this romance. So, what time are you meeting the lucky lady?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? But it's nearly 11:15 now. We've not got long to turn you into a Bobby Dazzler. Come on, chop chop. Right, you pop down the post office. I'll iron your shirt. Oh, love is in the air.
If you were the only girl in the world, and I was the only boy, and nothing else would matter in this world today, we would go on living in the same old way. A Garden of Eden, just made for two, and nothing to mar our joy.
How's Mr. Merton?
Fine. He didn't seem to want the barley sugar, though.
Did you rub that stuff on his gums?
What stuff?
The stuff I gave you earlier?
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, this stuff.
Don't worry about it. I'll do it myself later when I get a minute. Would you like a nice cup of tea, Arthur?
Oh, that'll be grand.
Tea for two.
And two for tea.
Oh, very good, Arthur.
That's lovely.
Do you like a nice piece of Madeira?
Madeira cake. Oh, I don't know. Hey.
They're all the same, Arthur.
Yes, I know. Oh, did you hear about Peggy Gosworth and her new windows?
No, and I only saw her last week. She never mentioned them.
PVC they are, double glazed inside and out.
That'll be twice as much to clean, though.
Last forever, apparently, and you never have to paint them. The man that put them in said they'd be there long after the house was knocked down.
Imagine that. Mind you, I don't trust PVC. I mean, if it was that good, they'd have had it 50 years ago when they built these houses.
My thoughts entirely, Dorothy. Right, I'll nip up to see Mr. Merton.
You've already been up, Arthur.
Oh, yes, right. Is there something wrong with his gums?
Yes, I've got him some cream.
Oh, that's a good idea.
PVC windows. She won't have paid for them herself, you know. Oh, no, that'll be her Gordon. He's very flash. He's not caught in, though, not like my Malcolm.
Malcolm's caught in?
Oh, yes, Judith Potts from the chemist.
Judith Potts? Oh, I don't know, eh? It was only yesterday he was in short trousers.
No, that was Sunday, Arthur. Do you remember? He was playing in the garden.
Nice bit of Madeira.
Yes, you're not wrong there. It's very dry though, isn't it?
Yes.
Hiya, Mum.
Hello, Valentino. You're back quick from the post office.
I skipped there and back, Mum. Beautiful day. The sun's shining, the birds are singing. A lovely feeling in my belly.
Oh, don't go near that bowl. I'm bleaching your dad's underpants.
I'm noticing all these things now, you know, Mum. I saw 3 magpies. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl.
Oh, 3 for a girl.
Judith Potts.
Oh! Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. La 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 la, close to you. La 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 la, close to you. Too flamboyant. Too boisterous. Too razzmatazz. Too George Michael. Oh, spot on. Give us a twirl. Now pop upstairs, and if your dad's asleep, dab on some of his Old Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine the excitement of Judith Potts? Now there's only 2 hours to go.
My throat keeps going dry, Mum.
Oh, don't be daft. Right, let's go through what's going to happen. I'll be Judith, you be you. Come on, get over by the picture house.
Where is it?
The fridge. Yes, you see, she'll be a couple of minutes late. That's a woman's prerogative. Right, here she comes. Well, what's the first thing you do?
Hello, Judith Potts.
No, Malcolm. You give her a little kiss on the cheek. But not both cheeks, mind. You don't want to scare her off thinking you're a continental playboy. Well?
I like your absolutely stunning dress, Judith.
Good.
You smell like a rose. Do you want to go on the toilet before we go in the pictures?
Perhaps. Yes, it shows you considerate.
How's Mr. Malik?
Good tack. Yes, talk to her about illnesses and rashes and spots, 'cause that's her field, you see, working in a chemist.
Right.
But Malcolm, let her talk. Don't hog the conversation. Your personality can sometimes overpower people, you know. But otherwise... Oh, you're a Charlie Charm himself. Now, be sure to sit next to her when you get in the picture house. Don't sit behind her, like you do with me. And you must insist on paying for you both. I mean, I know it's the 90s.
No, I'm definitely paying, Ma'am. If it's one thing I know, it's how to treat a lady right.
Yes, you do, son. Now, look at these. You can see your face in them. Very important, that polished shoes, you know. Shows you've made the effort. Now, have you got your polos ready?
Yeah.
Pop one in your mouth before you go to kiss her. And then, if it falls into her mouth when you're kissing, it's an unexpected treat. Girls like that, Malcolm.
Thanks, Mum.
Oh, if only I was 30 years younger. Not your mother. How do you feel?
Excited and nervous.
Well, That's exactly how you should feel. Oh, do you remember how nervous you were before your cycling proficiency test?
I got a runs, didn't I, Mum?
Let's not dwell on diarrhea. Not when there's romance in the air. Ooh, let me get your blazer. Now. Oh, perfection. Are you not bothering with your duffel coat?
No, I'm no stranger to danger.
Malcolm, are you all prepared?
Bye, Mum.
Bye. Oh, and don't be doing the trick where you pull your eyelids inside out. Go for it, Malcolm. Go for it, son. Our little Malcolm, all grown up, going on his first date. Oh. Malcolm, I'm in here. Hello, Casanova.
Hi, Mum.
Well, what happened? Oh, tell me before I burst.
It was all right. The boat sank and I felt sorry for the captain. He looked dead sad.
Not the film, you dafty. How did you get on with Judith?
Oh, it's all right.
Well, did you kiss her?
Yeah?
And are you going to see her again?
I don't know.
Malcolm, look at me, son. She didn't turn up, did she?
No, Mum.
And did you go in on your own?
Yeah.
Oh, Malcolm. Oh, she might have a perfectly good reason for not turning up. She might have been in a road accident. Oh, please, God, let that be the case. Oh, how disappointing. Must be for you as well. I'm going to march you straight down to that chemist in the morning and demand an explanation.
No.
Well, it's no good calling the police over things like this. They won't press charges. Remember last time? Ooh, Judith Potts. I always thought there was something wrong with her. A girl that age and no boyfriend. Ooh, you're better off well clear of that, madam. And them shampoo bottles are never in the right order. Ooh, Malcolm, how are we going to break it to your father?
Do we have to tell him, Mum?
Best get the heartbreak over with. I'll have to ring Arthur and tell him that she's dumped you. I don't know what I'm going to say to Mr. Malik. Well, let's look on the bright side. I bet you've still got some of that £12 left. Did you have a fish supper?
Yeah.
Where did you eat it?
On the wall by the chippy.
Oh, look into all the world like a man who'd been stood up. Well, you've had a narrow escape. A high-flying shop assistant like you should be looking for someone more of your own standing.
I liked her, Mum.
Don't rub it in. She's history to me now. We've got to put it behind us. We've got to start again. Oh, I know. I'll make you a nice mug of Horlicks and 2 jammy Dodgers, seeing as you're in a crisis. Malcolm, I said 2 jammy dodgers. Oh, Malcolm, you really liked her, didn't you? Oh, it's like brief encounter, only without the encounter. Oh, I don't know whether that's the answer, Malcolm. Anyway, I don't think handlebar moustache would suit you. I tell you what, you're too upset to go and work tomorrow. Have yourself another sickie and we'll pop down Arthur's allotment. His cabbages are the talk of the town this year. Oh. Night-night, sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. No? Oh. I'll leave the landing lights on for you. Poor Malcolm. That trollop Judith Potts and the chemist never showed. Mind you, you said she wouldn't, didn't you? You were spot on. I think he's over the worst of it now, though. Good night, Mr. Merton.
Why? Why?
Oh, poor Malcolm.
Why?
Oh, he's beside himself.
Why? Why?
Shut up!